Hello, my dears. Hello, it is Friday the 20th of November 2020. It's a dark and dingy day here in the Midlands in the UK, but I'm sure things will brighten up soon. I'm just going to go straight into my vlog for this time of the month because many of you have written to me asking more or less the same questions, so I thought I would answer them all in one go. So the first question is, what are you doing during breakdown? As somebody wrote, I think they meant lockdown. Well, I've been spending most of the time catching up on my writing. I've got various projects which are due to be published in 2021, including the third part of my trilogy. My Dalek has a puncture, my Dalek has another puncture out, and Let Zygons Be Zygons will be out early in 2021, hopefully. I've got other writing projects which have reached a certain point, and I just have to cross my fingers and toes that they're picked up. Also, I'm continuing with the Hawk Chronicles, where people can get them online with Apple and iHeart and Spotify, etc. So that's still going strong, and just keeping myself busy, really. That's what's helped keep the cabin fever at bay. And I know for some people it's very difficult to find things to do, but I'm one of those people who's always got something to do, so I'd be grateful for the lockdowns to help me catch up on things. The other question that's I've been asked, especially from people in the UK, those outside our shores may be aware of the story or may not, but at the beginning of this COVID crisis, if there's such a word, we had great difficulty in the UK getting satisfactory PPE equipment, and so we had to go afar to get it. We've had a few nightmares where the products haven't been up to scratch, and there's been a bit of a hoo-ha about the amount of money that's been spent on inferior products, and then it's come to light in the last few days that somebody in Spain was paid £21 million not to actually produce the PPE at all, but just to be the go-between. I would probably use the term a conduit, with the emphasis on con, I suppose. Absolutely appalling. People ask me my opinion. I think it's profiteering. I perfectly accept that businessmen tend to earn lots and lots of money, and if he was offered £6 million, I would balk at that anyway. But 21 million, definitely that needs to be looked to, especially as it turns out that his products are inferior too, and then in those cases they need to pay the money back or go to jail. There we go. I hope that answers that question. How's it come about? I don't really know. I really don't want to criticise the government too much, because I will accept that there was a bit of a panic at the beginning of this, sort of in March and April, and what I can imagine is that there was no real proper negotiation. It was going out there saying, "Oh, please help me, can you please bring whatever you can, whatever PPE, we'll just take it," and somebody will say, "Well, how much is your budget?" And they'll go, "I don't care, just give us here's £21 million, do what you can with it." I shouldn't really mock the inflicted. Anyway, what was the last question? Is, what are you going to do if Christmas is cancelled? See, there's another phrase that makes me laugh. There's all this, with lockdowns, etc., people are saying, the Sun newspaper is saying that Christmas will be cancelled. Well, everybody knows you can't cancel Christmas. It's a date in the diary, and so unless the date is expunged from our calendar, it'll always be there. I would rather use the phrase, what are you going to do for an alternative Christmas? Now, when I was a child, my mother invariably worked Christmas, and so she couldn't be around on Christmas Day, And so my grandmother would arrange for the children to have Christmas Day on Christmas Day, but then we would have Christmas Day again when my mother was available. So as a child, Christmas was always a lovely, long, long period. And so we got lots of Christmas dinners. Now, in some ways, that's an alternative Christmas. My mother being away, she was a nurse, so she took whatever duties she could. She, I was going to say, always pulled the short straw, but she was quite happy to get to allow other nurses to have time off with their family, knowing that she was going to get her time with us. And so that was an alternative Christmas. So I just say to people, try and stick to the rules if you can. I know people like to have a huge family gathering over Christmas, but from what I've heard from most people, it invariably ends in a very sulky way, and there's always some sort of argument. But Christmas should be enjoyed any way you like. My concern is for those people who've got no family to share with and no friends who are about. So what I'm going to do, and Tony and I have decided, we're just going to have a very quiet Christmas. We'll make sure we got our Christmas dinner in, but instead of Christmas cards this year, I will be making donations to my local food banks and to the homeless charities, and wishing them all goodwill and all good cheer, and hopefully that the following year everything will be a lot better. So I hope that's answered your questions. And until we speak again, goodbye.